I tell him, you need to come clean my house. I mean, it needs clean, but you don't have to put it. Came over with this suit, all handsome.
So serious though.
What's the camera day?
Good evening. And welcome to our winter concert. I'm Miss Rotenberg, for those of you who haven't met me before. It's always good to see all the families, the parents, the ex-students. Where's my ex-students? Right. Glad you're here. All right. What you see in front of you right now is the newest part of our program at EO Green. As many of you know, I used to go to the elementary schools to teach band in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grades. And with the economy and so forth, unfortunately, that had to stop. So we have to get creative. And we decided to start a band, and luckily my administrators and teachers were supportive in starting a band in the 7th grade. Now, this year is a little bit strange because we have some students who never played an instrument before. Many students who never played an instrument before, most of them are here. who just started this year. And in the same group, we have a few kids who played when they were in 4th and 5th grade. And then they didn't play for a year because of the change in the program. So this year is a little bit of a transition. We're very fortunate really to have that mix of people because the people who are more experienced have really been helpful in moving everybody along a little faster. So you're going to hear the beginning band, you're going to hear our concert band, and then you're going to hear our most experienced band, the symphonic band. I hope you enjoy the program. We are starting today with a French folk song. I ask that you not take pictures, flash pictures during the performance at all. It's very distracting to the kids. It's tough enough to get them to concentrate, believe me. So, we're starting out with Au clair de la lune. Yes, that's it. You may have noticed in the program that symphonic band has 3 songs they're playing, concert band has 3 songs they're playing, and these guys, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 songs. Now I like to tell them it's because they're so special, but the reality is the songs are very, very short. And there's a good reason for that. When students begin to play their instruments, their muscles physically are just not ready to play long songs without getting very, very tired and worn. And then their sound starts to do this very interesting sort of little vibration thing, until it finally dies, and it doesn't work at all. So we're careful not to overstress our beginning students. Pretty soon they'll be playing longer songs. Our next songs, they're actually going, this is a biggie. We made a big jump here, because we're actually doing a repeat sign, which means it's twice as long. We're going to play it twice. Merrily we roll along. The beginning band is always fun because it sort of takes you through the process of learning that students do in the music program. After learning how to play a song and repeat it and play it fast, the next thing we got to were 8th notes, which is the next kind of notation the kids learn. And it's a little more complicated rhythm. I didn't know how far we would get because starting in 4th grade, we didn't get this far this fast. I only saw the kids a couple times a week if I was lucky in the elementary schools, and many times there were complications that made it so I couldn't see them then. So it was a challenge to move quickly through the book. It's interesting as 7th graders coming every day for rehearsal that we really get to move along a little bit more quickly. It'll be interesting to see at the end of the year how the understanding is, because we are moving quickly, and I'll be checking for understanding and make sure they really know what they're doing. But tonight they certainly do. We're going to play our next song, Jim Along, Josie. seen things in your program called French folk song, American folk song, traditional songs, and finally we get to Rossini, a real composer. This is based on the William Tell Overture by Rossini, and they, in the band book, call it Go Tell Bill. Thank you, thank you. I invite you to sing along on the next song. I see a lot of younger folks here who know the song Bingo, and you are welcome to sing along on this one. So enjoy the song Bingo. Gotcha. We do that on purpose. But I think there's so many of you singing along. That's fun. We, as I mentioned before, have some students that are a little more experienced, and I wanted to give them an opportunity to play something by themselves that they're really ready to play. And they learned a challenging piece that's lots of fun called Mexican Hat Dance. It's interesting to me that out of all the kids I had, because I had like 300 kids at different elementary schools and so forth, for some reason, clarinets and a tuba. That's what ended up in the band this year. I don't know why. But I'm very happy to have them. Interesting thing is that the other kids heard them practicing Mexican hat dance, and all of a sudden I started having kids coming in saying, I can play that, I can play that. Can I play along on this concert? I can play that, I know I can. And sure enough, they did a great job with it. So now the whole band is going to play Mexican hat dance. We're going to close the beginning band portion of the program and then do a quick change of seats, and the concert band will take over for you. And we're going to close with a photo opportunity. I'll give you another one too, but this is a quick one. Each section will be standing up to play their part. It goes by very fast. And for this one, go ahead and take pictures if you'd like. And it's going to go flutes, clarinets, alto saxophone, trumpets, and then the low brass and winds, percussion. That's the order. So enjoy our final piece, Skip It Lou. Our concert band is made of 8th graders, double seven, and this is something they've been so frustrated with me about because, again, it's part of the change. In the past, concert band has always been 7th grade. And I keep referring to them as if they're 7th graders. They get very irritated with me. But they've been pretty patient. And they're doing a very nice job. Because they are 8th graders, and in the past it's been, concert band has been a lead into symphonic band in past years, but it can't be now. So because they are 8th graders, I'm trying to make sure they get the skills they need so that when they get into high school, if they want to go into high school band, they've got those skills. So even though they're not in symphonic band, they're still going to be ready to continue on, and I hope that they do. Our first song is called Toboggan Run. Thank you very much. Out with the sleigh bells and all, get us all ready for winter break. The next song we're doing is a Japanese folk song. It's a beautiful, beautiful, slow, lovely piece called Sakura. here. Isn't that a pretty piece? I love that. I played many different arrangements of that piece, and I think this is one of the prettiest ones. Our final number for the concert today is based on a celebration of Aztec dance, and it's, as a matter of fact, it's called Aztec Dance. First row, stand up, please. Our photo ops, if you'd like. Okay, sit down, please. Second row, stand up. Thank you. And last row, stand up, please. Thank you. You may sit down. As the symphonic band is getting organized up there with all the percussion equipment and everything, I want to share a couple of things with you. First of all, there's one more performance this year for the concert band, which will be the spring concert. And then they will also do a tour of the elementary schools where they play for the kids at the elementary schools. The spring concert this year is in June. I have to think of the date. I sent it home. I'll send home another flyer. And it is at Pacifica High School. The symphonic band and the concert band both join with the bands at Blackstock Junior High. And so they make a much larger group. And then they perform on the stage in that beautiful auditorium at Pacifica High School. It's a really lovely concert. This was a free concert. I will warn you, we do sell tickets to that one because, of course, we have to pay for the use of the auditorium. But it's really worthwhile. It's a nice experience. The beginners will have a spring concert that will be here in the cafeteria, and that will be just them for that concert. And so I'm encouraging them to play individual songs or small group songs. They're going to be able to do a lot more solos, that kind of thing. So our concert at the end of the year for the beginners should be a lot of fun as well. The symphonic band has the spring concert and festival. Festival happens in March, And that's when we go and we play in front of some judges, again at Pacifica High School, and we get graded on our playing. For several years now, our bands have either received a superior or good, which are both the top 2 ratings. Superior or excellent, which were the top 2 ratings. And so I've been very, very proud of them, and I know I'm going to be proud of this group as well, as you're going to hear in just a minute. Disneyland happens at the end of the year for my concert band and symphonic band 8th graders. It's an expensive trip, and that's why we have been desperately selling chocolate. I have forms. If any of you would like to take out a box of chocolate, there's 50 bars in a box. They sell for $1 a piece. And so the kids check out a box of chocolate, they bring me back the $50, and it goes toward lowering the price that they'll have to pay for our trip. So it really is helpful, particularly to those kids who have a difficult time paying for it. So I very much appreciate those who have been selling candy. I also want to ask you to kind of check with your kids, because I have a big stack of these forms in the other room of kids who took out candy and haven't brought the money in yet. So if you can kind of check and see if that's happening and make sure it gets in, I'd sure appreciate it. That'll help us out a lot. So these forms are available. You're welcome to take a box home tonight if you'd like, and we can take care of you with that, no problem. Something else I needed to tell you. I can't remember what it is, so I'll think of it later. All right, on to the symphonic band. Let me just get a little more light on the subject, and we'll get started. Yes, it's true. Symphonic band can play a concert. Let's go. Woo-hoo. They do sound good doing it, don't they? All right, we're going to begin our program with a beautiful song. And I must say that every once in a while we're fortunate enough to have somebody sponsor or to have the district sponsor us with a larger gift. You're going to get to hear one of our more recent purchases, which is a set of chimes. Chimes are extremely expensive, and they're the things that sound like the church bells that you're going to hear in this piece. And we're very grateful for those chimes, and we enjoy showing them off tonight with the song Antiphon. Technology. Thank you so much. Isn't it fun to hear the progress when students are learning? You know, when we have math, when we have language arts, etc., we don't really get an opportunity to appreciate what it is to go from the very beginning stages of something to developing technique, to developing skills, to developing knowledge. You know if the kids pass a test, but you don't really get to enjoy it like you do in band. In band, you really hear it. You hear it, you experience it, and the more the kids progress, the more joyous and wonderful it is. So those of you who are just starting out, hang in there. Those of you who are progressing, keep going. And those of you who are in 8th grade, keep going. You've got a long way to go. High school, college, keep playing. Our next song is a beautiful piece. The madrigal style, I always think of vocal music with madrigals. And it's beautiful, beautiful, intricate interweaving of voices. And this particular arrangement of Madrigal for Band by Anne McGinty is a lovely arrangement. Enjoy. Madrigal for Band. Thank you very much. And while we get set up for our next song, as we get set up for the next song, I just want to mention to you that at the end of the evening, after this tune, if you would please do me a favor and stay out there, not on the side by the band room, for just a little while. The kids have to take equipment in, they're going to go in and take care of business, get everything put away, all of those things. Then they'll come back out and find you. So it gets very, very crowded by the band room. If you can kind of either wait in here or wait out there, that's perfect. If any of you would like to help our wonderful custodian who's been working so hard to help us set up and make sure everything's here, he's going to have a rack of chairs so we can put chairs away. That belong, all the folding chairs belong on the rack, and all the blue chairs belong back in the band room. And the kids are going to help with band room stuff. So we're going to close our portion of the program with a tune featuring our saxophone section. And it's a lot of fun. I wasn't sure I'd be able to talk them into standing up here, but here they are. And I didn't even have to bribe them, so that's cool. Too late, AJ. So we're closing our concert this evening, and again, I want to thank you so much for all the support you are, all the driving kids around, make them practice. If you're not home thinking, oh good, she thanked us because we have to listen to all this practicing all the time. If you're not really hearing the practicing, get after them because they all should be practicing. And so I also want to thank teachers who came out tonight, administrators, everybody who's here to support us. It means a lot to us. So enjoy. Saxes will rock. I usually don't do this for symphonic band because they're just so cool, they don't need it, but I did it for beginning and concert, so if you want a photo op, we'll do this. First row, please, stand up. Second row, please stand up. Third row, stand up, please.